Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a Gangplank game with me playing Gangplank. So this is the first episode of a new series I want to start, and it's for all of you players who haven't been on my channel before, to get a better chance at that. The idea behind it is, at the moment I'm playing a Gangplank game and we have 9 other champions in this game. One of them is going to do the best out of those 9. I mean, obviously I'm going to do super in this game. But the next game in this chain is going to be the one that does best out of all these. So out of the 9 other champions. So the next game is either going to be Yorick, Karthus, Graves, Alistar, Caitlyn, Victor, Janna, Kayle or Amumu. So if you have the game that actually connects to this one, so someone who did well in this game and you have a game that shows off the skills of that champion, whether you're doing well or not so well and whether your team sucks or I don't care, it's just send me the game to casualprogamer@hotmail.com and send it to, or make sure that in the title you mention that you want to be in this series, which is called the LoL chain or LoL chain cast. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. It's going to be something like that. The instructions are or will be in the thing below the video, the more info thingy. And yeah, so hopefully this will give people an opportunity to get into this or into the videos. I'm going to try to do different people and different levels, different game styles, so or different game modes, I should say. So Dominion, Summoner's Rift, and Twisted Tree Line. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to try to get a large amount of variety out. Obviously, I'm not choosing the champion here. That's what makes this a different kind of method for me to cast, because I don't get to choose the champion. Anyway, I'm here with Yoshi Power and Simon. I'm not sure if we're on Skype. I think we're all on Skype. And these two guys are just randoms, and they fail at getting the double golems, which is excellent. So anyhow, yeah, I just got the wolves with a lot of help from my teammates. I'm going to go do this blue buff, which I didn't get a lot of, not a lot of help on. That's the disadvantage, one of the many disadvantages, by the way, being on this side of the map. The blue side on the map has this as that's the only disadvantage as the blue side. Never mind that. The rest of the disadvantages are for the purple side. So I'm trying to get this red buff because I'm up against Amumu, and Amumu is a really slow jungler, so I'm not sure how he got into his red buff this early. So I decide to Q him, which slows him a little bit, and since nobody takes the Q on Amumu like really early on, I'm not really worried about getting caught or getting killed even. But I have to back off, which kinda sucks, because I was planning to grab that red buff before he would actually go there, and he probably went from or got a lot of help on his blue, that's first, and then went into his wolves and then skipped the raids and went straight into red, because there's no other way he could have done that. And obviously I don't have to base here. I'm Gangplank, man. Gangplank is strong. And I still have 3 health potions. So yeah, we're going to continue jungling. If you have anything that I should take care of in my jungling, obviously I smite the big wraith here because I don't want to take too much damage, because I'm already pretty low. And I should obviously pop some health potions here. I waited with that way too long. And yeah, I think because of that I'm going to have to back off before doing the red buff. I should obviously have used like the 3 health potions to get back 450 life and get out there. Yeah, obviously this was purely timed. This wasn't risky at all. So I was actually, I thought I actually died here, or would die here to the golems. But that was because I didn't use the health potions, because I'm being stupid. And I actually overbuy health potions here in a minute. Yeah, here now I have 6. And I have the longsword because I'm building towards, what's it called? This one, the Madras Razors. It's going to Madras Razors into boots level 1. And then Wriggle's Lantern. And after that I had no ID, so I was asking Yoshi, who is a very accomplished jungler. He knows, or he jungles a lot, so he knows what I should take, and I was just asking him, but the answer didn't come quick enough, so I bought some random stuff before actually going into what I should have bought. But we'll see that in a moment. So, yeah, unfortunately, first blood going out to the enemy here, and yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, it happens. Top lane also getting pushed a bit by Kill. Kill is decently strong early game, but not a very decent choice in general for the game. The ultimate is really the thing that makes her very good in the late game. The ultimate that allows you to, as I said in one of the previous games actually, I think the previous game, it allows you to get a lot of, or prevent a lot of damage. A lot of people that are inexperienced with Kale will use it to save people from dying. So when they use it when there's when someone is really low. What you should use it for is to avoid getting nuked down. So you shouldn't use it on the last few hit points to get away. You should use it to prevent the major damage from being done. So, for example, if you were up against Karthus, you would use it to prevent the ultimate, even if you wouldn't die from it. Because the ultimate does like 1000 damage at level 3 with the AP you get then. And preventing that 1000 damage would be way more useful than giving someone 2 seconds of invulnerability during a regular interval. Anyway, I'm assuming you get the points. If not, then yeah, I guess I'll have to explain it later, or get some example videos, which would probably be Hotshot GG playing him because, well, he knows how to use it, or any of the other pro gamers because they know how to use these skills. Anyway, I'm going for Parlay first, raise morale second, and leveling up the Q first, so the Parlay. And once again, Simon getting owned here by his opponent, and yeah, I was never able to pick that up. So, by the way, I am ganking way too little. I know that, but I said to these guys they should call out when they needed help and when I could actually gank their lanes, because I'm a very novice jungler. I have no idea when to gank. But if people call in to have me gank their lanes, then I will definitely come. And in this case, the call was made for me to hold this lane for a bit to prevent the turrets from taking too much damage. And yeah, so I was close and I did that anyway. And I'm now going to give blue to Karthus. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to forget placing the Wriggles ward quite a few times. Yeah, I was making sure not to get the last hit there, and Karthus gets an easy blue buff. And cards with blue buff should be really strong. Or he's going to get nuked down because he's 2 kills behind, one of the two, but he is going to try to get these this blue as well. Not because he needs it, but because it's it's annoying for the opponent not to have blue. So it seems that Amumu is a little bit behind on my jungling. And that means that red is probably up for grabs, but I decide not to go there. So bottom lane is warded by both teams. I'm assuming our team warded it as well, yep. I know it's warded by the enemy team, because I kept an eye on that. And if you see someone just darting into the bushes here and then coming back out a few seconds later, you can safely say that it is going to be warded. And are they going to make something out of this? Oh man, we cannot see anything. So it's about 500 health to 150. Yeah. It's still up for grabs, but yeah, I decide not to use my my ultimate on that, because first of all he will just run out of it, and second it will never result in a kill. And yeah, this would be a much better opportunity for me to actually save him with my ultimate. So slowing them down, but yeah, then Yoshi goes back in instead of just leaving and letting me have that kill. But he trades 1 for 1, so it's all good. And now going to pick up as many of the last hits as he can. And leaving the rest for me, which is fine, but yeah, I fail at last hitting as always. And I wanted to do this as quickly as possible so that these things would run into the tower, but yeah, I saw this later on. As you can see now, my my vision changes. I saw they weren't getting into turret range, and that kind of sucked because I really wanted that. So I'm going to counter jungle just a little, taking the big raid and just running out of there then. Yeah, I'm not going up against this guy because this guy is pretty fat already. He has at least 2 kills. Yeah, 2 kills, 70 minions, where I am currently at 0 kills and 50 minions. So yeah, the minions in the jungle don't mean everything. It is merely a way to kind of estimate how well you're doing. But in the jungle, most of the minions will be worth more gold after a little bit. So Victor using all of his skills on me, trying to kill me, and yeah, I flashed there for no good reason. But come on, yeah, Karthus does pick up the kill there, and unfortunately I am really too low to go up against his Amumu. Because if he ults me, I die immediately, and there's no way I can survive that. But now that he is low, I may actually be able to get him. And he flashes out, so yeah, and unfortunately with the randomness of my ultimate, I get no hits on that. Because that would have been, yeah, if I got 1 or 2 hits off, I might have been able to kill him. But also the positioning of that was quite wrong. I wanted to see if he went here or the other way, and I should have just positioned it here to make sure that I actually got the hits off instead of well, going with the halfway solution. I knew he was here somewhere, so I knew I could land like 1 hit, but I should have gone for either the kill or the completely wrong ultimate. But yeah, well, that's, I realized it when I did it, that it was just wrong positioning on that. Anyhow, I'm out of mana here. I do have the red buff, but that really doesn't help me. And I think that Janna actually has an oracles here because she just took out a ward. And so I decide to buy in oracles as well as some wards, because I want to see. Well, I want to destroy the wards in the bottom lane that are here somewhere, so that I can actually gank it, because bottom lane is normally really easy to gank, but because of the wards it is impossible to gank. So, we're 2 and 5, which is not very good, but yeah, well, didn't say this was a good game, I just said that I was actually playing in it. Yeah, I'm just continuing on to jungle to get some gold, and I'm going to try to take out the wards where they are. They can probably see me running in here, but I don't really care. Oh, they may not have noticed me yet. So we do get this guy. I'm going to block off the retreat with my ultimate, and she's not going anywhere. So we get an easy kill, even though the ultimate seems to be well, mispositioned, but it was actually intended to just prevent her from running into that bush, and that was exactly what it did. So getting the ward here, going to use the raise morale to actually get out of that. Victor coming in, but yeah. My teammates apparently not paying enough attention, and Graves is going to get stunned into killed. Yep, there he goes. And Victor is just tower diving this Alistar. I don't know how this actually works, but I think that was a headbutt, and now, yeah, well, he gets out alive. That's the important thing. So we go back in with the two of us, and we're going to try to pick up this, but there's no way we can catch him, especially with the stun platform there. So we're just going to wait around a bit, obviously continuing to jungle, because it is really important that you keep just attacking everything you can find. Yeah, I know there's a ward there, but I wanted to make sure that they couldn't come in to kill me in the meantime. And we get another ward, which is excellent. So, placing a ward over the side. I think this wasn't my ward, by the way, but not sure. And yeah, I'm trying to clear out the ward that I know is here, because they want to keep an eye on Dragon. So another ward taken out. And yeah, Janna didn't have an oracle, so she used the pink ward for that previous ward snipe. And as you can see, I no longer have mana for my ultimate. So I should really go back, because in a team fight I will be quite useless at this point. But I decided to go for the wolves, and yeah, that means that I'm going to go even lower in my mana, and I'm not even going to have any skills now to team fight. So Kurt is getting out at very, very low health, and yeah, actually managing to hang on to his blue buff there. And yeah, we should really go for Dragon. We didn't go for Dragon because we were scared. Another ward being planted over there. And yeah, Graves Graves complaining that he cannot 2v1 them, but as Graves, yeah, you should be able to do some pretty nice damage against Caitlyn. Or, well, some pretty nice farming at least. Caitlyn does have a longer range, but your skills are so strong that, yeah, you should be able to farm anyway. So getting a few last hits here. Still only 1 level in Remove Scurvy. 5 and 3 now, the other 2. And 1 in Cannon Barrage. Next level is going to be the 2nd level in the ultimate. So I'm spending a lot of time outside of my jungle, and I knew this ward was here, so I decided to pick it off. And a Momo coming in from all the way from the back, and yeah, I completely missed that. I wanted to go to this mid lane. Yeah, I did see there was a fight incoming, but I wanted to go for dragon, so I actually was clearing the wards. And yeah, we have another ward over here. And yeah, because of the team fight in the bottom lane, or the fights, and them losing it, we can no longer do dragon, and the enemy team is actually going for dragon now. So I'm trying to make sure not to get dragon, but that they cannot chase, and that actually worked because I slowed all of them, but there was no way we could get dragon. I get a Q off on Caitlyn, making sure that she is slowed, and apparently Kill reconnecting there. So yeah, all in all, we're doing okay-ish. It's 5-7, and yeah, we're not that far behind. We did lose a dragon just now, which is kind of a big deal. But we did pick up the top turrets where the enemy has bottom turrets. We are now behind 1 turret, 1 dragon. And they are going to be able to push. Because they are stronger at this moment. But we're not that far behind. That is actually a problem. Victor seems to be quite strong, by the way. And yeah, he does get killed now. Because he wanted to pick up this Alistar. He could have just ran out and used his flash to actually get out, but he decides to attempt to pick up Alistar, who is 0-0. So it's not a bad idea to try to pick him off. But yeah, getting another kill on your AP carry is not a good thing, and especially getting a kill on ours is not a good thing for them. So we see nothing in this team fight. We don't even see where the Qs from Karthus are landing. And Karthus is taking quite a bit of damage from this kill, but kill is getting owned. And Karthus getting out at very low health once again. Super hacker. So I don't know how Kale is doing, but yeah, 2 and 3, so there's no reason to report her. She's still doing okay-ish. The only one doing better is Victor. So yeah, what are they complaining about? I mean, it wasn't the best idea to do this. So did he get it? Yes, he did get it. Eventually he does get the blue buff there, and yeah, I'm trying to see if they have any vision on Baron here, just for in case we get it later. I know that if I die, I lose the oracles and I lose the ability to see whether or not they are warding. And yeah, I don't want to lose the oracle, but apparently Janna is all alone. That's why I ran back immediately to make sure that that if there are more guys there, that I still would be alive and kept my oracles. That's the disadvantage of having oracles. Obviously, it's a very overpowered tool in. Ooh, I didn't get that. Wow, it's a very overpowered tool in high-level games because, well, the map control it gives you and the map vision it denies to your enemies is so huge. That is, yeah, it is just a very, very big item for the amount of gold it costs. So these guys still stealing my stuff, even though there are just minions in the lane. But yeah, well, whatever. So yeah, I forget to plant the Wriggles ward all the time, which is kind of something I need to work on. But yeah, as I said, I don't jungle a lot, so I don't get to play with Wriggles Lantern a lot. Because I only get that as a jungler or as a top laner. both of which I don't play a whole lot. I mostly play support because nobody wants to play support. And every now and then I play top lane, but mostly champions that don't get Wriggle's Lantern because they don't need it. Such as Gangplank. Normally just go the Warmock's armor on him. Or, well, nowadays Frozen Mallet. I like Frozen Mallet better than the rest. Oh, by the way, I'm going for the gold item here, the Heart of Gold. Because with Heart of Gold you get just a little more income, plus you get the extra health, which is excellent. And yeah, even if you don't carry it all the way to the late game, it is still a pretty decent item to have. And yeah, if you have better runes for Gangplank than I do, or more skill than I do, then you can probably get away with starting the regrowth pendants, and you can build Philosopher's Stone plus the Heart of Gold, and you get even more income, which is excellent to have, obviously. So once again, scouting around here for wards, because I know that they were warding Dragon, but they no longer are, it seems. And we are just, yeah, counter-jungling a little again. Yeah, attacking the wrong wolf. You want to just attack the big wolf, leave the others. You can take one of the small ones, but it's really not worth the trouble. And yeah, finding Janna here. Yeah, Janna running out, and Janna's way quicker than I am. So we are just... yeah, we're currently not really in yeah, we don't have an actual plan of what we should be doing. And yeah, this Victor ult is really annoying to deal with. It does a lot of damage. And yeah, I really don't want to go for Dragon here. But Dragon does want to go for me, apparently. And Victor almost dead, which means that if we can pick that up, that is a lot of damage they don't have. Pretty useless ultimate there on Amumu, but they still may pick up this Graves. I was getting really low really early on, and healed up a little bit after that. But I was getting nuked down, so that's why I went out. I had no mana too. And yeah, decide to just get out of there, because it is better to just stay alive with your oracles than to risk getting well, getting killed and not get a kill. Because if I would trade a kill, I would still be 400 gold down, and my team, yeah, realizes that, I think, and well, didn't back out in time, but eventually they did back out. So it's okay if he wants red, I don't really care. And yeah, it is kind of useful to have red on Gangplank, especially if you have red and the Frozen Heart. No, Frozen Mallet, sorry. Because with those items you can actually stack. You can stack them, and yeah, I'm going to try to steal this, but I don't have smite, so yeah, the damage from this Victor is just huge, and he one-shots it with his shield thing. And obviously smite was on cooldown, dude. Obviously, otherwise I would have taken that easily. Yeah, I wanted to steal it with my Q, which does about 300 damage. And it's a pretty decent tool to steal that, but it's not the best. Because, well, most of the AP characters have a much higher damage thing on in their arsenal. And obviously, if I had smite up, the 745 true damage would have been better than his shield thingy. but I didn't have it up. I didn't expect to be able to steal their blue, but yeah, I should have realized that might be an option and not used it on the golems. And then I would have stolen his blue buff. But we will see him dying anyway. There we go. Yeah, he was totally overextending, that's why I didn't remember that he actually died there. Oh, a little bit of lag there. And we're going to take down this turret. Card is reminding them that they can surrender from now on. Well, actually 8 minutes ago already. But it's really friendly to do that. And yeah, it's kind of annoying that this kill is DCing all the time. I don't think it would have made a difference because the other guys get caught all the time, and we have Graves, and Graves is... yeah, he is 4 and 2, but he gets caught all the time, and that's just really annoying. So I get to grab the big golem just to make sure that they cannot get it. And then I'm warding up, so I warded here, and I warded here, come on. And then, yeah, we have some vision over their roots through the jungle. And this guy is trying to get away, but is not going to manage. Yeah, and that damage, man. I laughed so hard about that, because I thought that, well, I need to slow her, because otherwise she's going to get out of here. Then the ultimate just finished her off so easily. Yeah, that ultimate does a ton of damage with, well, with a good amount of items. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I just pulled up the score screen there, and I will have to have a look who is the next champion there. But if you have a game with that champion, then please send it to me. Mark in the title that it is for this. Yeah, well, just read the instructions in the bottom and you'll be fine. So this is mostly for people who haven't gotten any games on my channel yet. If you did have 1 or 2 games on it, then you can still send it in, that's okay. But yeah, I'm going to try to kind of cast games from different people. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.